my first live, my first live, my first live, my first live, my first live. Waiting, 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 waiting. Hello. Hello, Trish. Wow, this is my first live. Well, yeah, my first real live. Hello. It finally went away. I think fully was like yesterday. I still had like some nagging headaches or discomfort in the back of my head. So I don't know what that's about, but I was really concerned that if it had continual, I was going to make an appointment to see my doctor because 6 or 7 days headache is a bomb. But I'm feeling better. How are you? Tell me about it. I don't know if my headache was because of I really don't know. I don't know if it was a sinus headache or what was going on, but I know there is such thing as a lupus headache. So have you heard of that? I'm just making it day by day. So how long have you been diagnosed with lupus? Trish, how long have you had lupus? Oh, so is it still negative? I mean, if it's negative, but are you having like symptoms, like live symptoms? Wow. Yeah. Because I know that I used to have like whenever I had a positive. Now, let me tell you one thing about your vitamin D. One thing I know for sure that when my vitamin D was low, I felt horrible, really, really horrible. I could tell, and I just started. I don't want to say loading up on vitamin D, but I started taking more and more vitamin D. So, are you on any vitamin D supplements though? That's the thing. You refuse to take vitamin D? Why? And it's kind of funny that we need vitamin D, but when we're out in the sun, which sun is supposed to give us vitamin D, it makes us sick. So I don't know, like, only because I can't swallow pills. Oh, so what do you take like for your medication? Are you on any medication for your lupus, like Plaquenil, or what do you take? And how do you take it, if you don't mind me asking? Welcome, everybody. Now, I have a hard time swallowing pills too. I have to really be careful. You never been diagnosed? Wow. But you are feeling like something is wrong, right? Yeah. That's one thing about lupus that I was so frustrated about is come here, Luna. That you could have all these symptoms and you never could figure out, or they never could figure out what's going on. That's the sad part about it. And I was sick, and I know I was sick. Hello, Laura's lupus. But I know I was sick, but my symptoms were, my blood test and everything came back negative, and I felt horrible. I mean, felt really, really bad. Hello for all of you all who have joined my live, me Frugalistic and Miss Luna. But I felt really bad. I had like this all over sick feeling. I mean, I just felt terrible. I was so depressed and I was crying for everything. I just felt sick. But hold for a second, y'all. My husband's talking, so I don't want y'all to hear him. He will get loud. Hold on. Shh. I'm on live. Hush. Sorry. But my it took 4 years for me to get diagnosed. Wow, it really didn't take me that long to get diagnosed because I started feeling sick like like November 2013, and I guess because I worked in a doctor's office and I kind of knew what was kind of figured what was going on, and I had a good relationship with some of the doctors because I had worked in this doctor's office for about 15 years. And 2013, I started feeling sick after I took an injection of I think was it Bactrim or some type of sulfur. That's why I do not take sulfur now, because I think I got an injection of antibiotic, which is sulfur. Ever since then, I was sick. She won't diagnose without a positive. Yeah, if you your doctor won't diagnose without a positive ANA. Yeah. No, positive ANA is one of the things that you have to have in order for them to say, okay, you have lupus. But thing about ANA is like a hit or miss. One day you can be positive, the next day you can be negative. Because I had like a negative ANA like in February. Come May that same year, that's a couple of months later, I had a positive ANA. February was negative. May it was positive, and at that time I was like really sick, feeling bad, and that's when they finally diagnosed me. I had all of the qualifications they kind of say that you have a lupus, positive ANA, all over sick feeling. What is it? I had depression. I had all over body aches. I was having fevers at night. I was having weight loss. I was having constipation. My bowels had pretty much stopped. So I pretty much had all of the things that they kind of say that you could have with lupus. Plus that ANA was like really what said it all. My ANA went positive to negative, back and forth. Right. So happening to happen. Yes, that's the thing about the ANAs. I'm telling you, it is so tricky, and that's why it's so hard for the doctors to actually diagnose people with lupus, because one day you're feeling fine and the next day you are feeling like, oh my gosh, I can barely get out of the bed. And that's oh, come on, Miss Luna. But that's why it takes a while for the doctors to diagnose us with lupus, and then they say that it's all in our head. It is not in our head. I know that I feel sick. Check me continually for a year. Positive ANA that whole year. And you had a positive ANA the whole year, and they still not sure. I'm telling you, this was so frustrating about lupus, that you go to the doctors and then they kind of look at you as if something is wrong with you. Like, we know he checked you every month. Wow. Yeah, luckily I had one of my doctors, my family doctor, the ANA came back negative. I went to see a GI doctor. And I tell you one thing, I am so thankful that I saw her, because when I went to her, I was literally I was down like 10 pounds in a week. I didn't have no appetite. I was really constipated. I know it may sound, but I was like really constipated, and I just felt terrible. And she was like, I was looking fine. I was looking like this. I was looking fine, but I was feeling like I could not go any further. And when she said, about looking at you, you look fine. But with you telling me all the things that you're having, I really believe that you have some type of autoimmune. Yeah, if y'all hear airplane, I am like about 15 minutes from Hartsfield Atlanta Airport, and I have my window up. You can hear all the airplanes, so please overlook that. But she said, by looking at you, you do not look as if you have anything. But I felt bad. I mean, I really felt bad, and I would go in the sun, and I would just be sick. Oh, you got that too. Yeah, I can tell. This one way I can tell that I am in an active flare up is that I lose my appetite one, and then my bowels start to get it just stops, and that's when I know that I am in an active lupus flare up because then I just feel bad, and I will hurt all. Oh, I mean every joint. When I say every joint in my body would just ache. I was to the point I was like, ooh, even my behind we aching. That's how bad I was aching. And I just felt a mess. And I would cry, just cry for no reason at all. And I tried to get disability when I first got diagnosed with lupus. That was a fail. I applied for it first one time. And they denied me. So, but now I was going to see a therapist. My doctor recommended that I see a therapist. What's wrong with you, Luna? So my doctor recommended that I go see a therapist. And so I added that diagnosis to my list of issues that were going on. And do you know when I added depression and anxiety to my list, I got an appointment like right away. I also have fibro. Have you been diagnosed? Yes, I have been diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I was diagnosed with that, I think 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. But my doctor refused to put me on any medication for fibro. She recommended that I take water aerobics and watch my diet. And what else did she say? Water aerobics, your diet, exercise, and stress free. That's the one thing she wanted me to focus on. Yes, it does make you feel like you have the flu. Aches and pains, the fatigue is worse. I'm telling you. Your skin, Laura said your skin goes crazy too. Like what? Does it like itches, or do you get like rashes, or what happened to your skin? Because the only irritation that I have with my skin, I am RNP positive. Yep, I am RNP positive too. Yeah. Hi. Thank you for watching. I haven't tried water aerobics, but they say it is good to do. Rashes and hives. Yeah. Burn rashes. I can't take most meds. I can't either. I am horrible at taking medication. My doctor please take your Plaquenil. And she has a test that she orders that can tell whether or not I am taking my Plaquenil. So it comes at every time I go see my rheumatologist. I go see her every 3 months, and she does that test. And I told her, I'll be honest with her at front. So, well, you may not see as much in my system. And she tells me I need to, even though I'm not in an active flare with my lupus, that I need to continue to take my Plaquenil. And she keeps ordering this test on me to make sure I'm taking my medication. And think about it, my insurance does not cover it. So I have to pay it out of my pocket. What vitamins are you? I take vitamin D. What's that take? Is it turmeric? Turmeric? I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's turmeric. And the reason why I started taking the turmeric, one, because the very first GI doctor that I went to see pretty much told me that I had some issues going on. She actually told me to start taking that. And I can tell a difference that when I start taking the turmeric, I feel a lot better. But I do take the vitamin D. I take the turmeric. I don't know. I think that's all I take. My husband actually today purchased, is it apple cider vinegar shots, like the little shots. I don't know about all that. Anyone have white matter brain lesion due to lupus? I am now dealing with that. I don't. I have, but my oldest daughter, she has not been diagnosed with lupus. But at the age of 10, she's 26 now. But at the age of 10, she was having double vision and she would have like these headaches. So they did a spinal tap on her and some MRIs with and without contrast. And it does show that she has brain lesions. So they are trying to say that the brain lesions are because of migraines. So I don't know, but I pray that she doesn't have lupus. How much do you take of the tumor? I actually take the tumor that I take. They're in the pill forms. Um, I do have the seasoning to put on my food, but I just can't figure out how to cook with it yet. But I do take the turmeric in the pill form, and the benefits of turmeric is it's like a natural anti-inflammatory. It's actually a season that you can cook with, and they usually use turmeric in Indian cuisines. They use that a lot in their foods. They cook with that a lot, but it's like a natural anti-inflammatory. Is it a seasoning? I think it's a flour, herb, or something. One of those, but I can really tell a difference. Bye, Trish. Thank you. You have a good evening too. But I can really tell a difference when I actually fully commit to taking the turmeric. I feel a lot better. I will say that much. I do. But do your research, Laura, on the turmeric. Read up about it. You can cook with it. They have like turmeric drinks. You know how hi Lundy. What's like the, you know how like you see like the garlics that you can buy, the garlic, individual garlic at your grocery store. They actually have turmeric like that too. You can actually buy that and just do the shaving of it and boil it down into a tea or something to drink. But I've not tried that. So let's do a lot of research on that. It helps. But I really want to get into my water aerobics because I'm actually sitting here tonight working on actually working in my planner, and I put some things here what I need to do starting this month, and that is like self-care for myself, you know. But okay, so I put the page, but I really need to start doing some self-care, and so I can take care of myself a little bit better, because I will be honest with you all, sometimes I can be a slacker in regards to eating healthy, because I love junk food. I love sweet, not really junk. I love sweets. I really do, and also take my medicine. I take my medicine. These are medications that I take. I know I take Cardizem, which is for my atrial fib and the fluid around my heart. I take colchicine, which is also for the fluid around my heart. I'm only taking it for 3 months. Then they're going to do an echocardiogram, like I've told y'all in some of my videos. They're going to do an echocardiogram about that. I take that. I take a baby aspirin a day. It tears my stomach up. So what I do, I try to take it every other day, so it would not irritate my stomach as much, because I do have a stomach ulcer, so I can't take too much like aspirins for it, like ibuprofen, etc. I can't take those. Hello, how are you, Felicia? Thank you and welcome. But I take my Cardizem, my colchicine, vitamin D, Plaquenil. I'm on a Vivera patch, which is a hormone patch, because I had a total hysterectomy. My youngest daughter is 20. So I had a hysterectomy 19 years ago. So I had a total hysterectomy. Can't take that stuff either. It tears your stomach up. So I had a total hysterectomy. I'm on a patch. I have cream for my knees whenever they bother me. I also, guys, when I went, I just came back from New York. I went to Academy Sports, and I purchased me, for those of you who have leg problems, I'm not promoting anybody, but I went to Academy Sports before I left, and I purchased me some knee wraps. These copper things here, They really works. It's Copper Fit. I'm not promoting anybody, but I'm just saying what helps me. So maybe you have to check them out too. But I purchased some Copper Fit knee sleeves. Lifesavers. You hear me? Well, I tell you, lifesavers. And it really helped me out a lot because my knees can get to a point. And the thing, when I go have x-rays on my knees, it doesn't show anything going on, but I know my knees are hurting. They always tell me that you need to wear better shoes. Really? Oh, I gotta get some of those. Yeah, I got them at Academy. I have some of the Copper Fit for my elbows too. Sometimes my elbows be bothering me, so I have Copper Fit for those. But give them a try. I need some hip. Your hip bothers you too. My hip does too. I don't know if they have any hip sleeves. I wish they did because I need some. Let me see about my knees, my ankles, my elbows, my hip, my back, my shoulders, because I had shoulder surgery twice, and I'm not sure if arthritis has kicked in on that. Your hip too? Oh, my hips be killing me. Sometimes I just be walking, I just take a limp. Let's go over like that because it just hit you all of a sudden. That's why it calls, that's why it's a systemic lupus, because it's pretty much the inflammation can attack any parts of your body. Mine attacks my eyes. They are now checking me for glaucoma. So I see a glaucoma specialist. I see them twice a month. And come on, my computer here trying to pull my emails. So I do see them twice a month, and not twice a month, twice a year, and it helps with that. My heels, my elbows, my ankles, yes, all over. But when I have those headaches, like I've been having for the past 6 or 7 days, when I have that type of headache, I have brain fog. I have brain fog. First, that's another thing with lupus. How many of y'all out there also get brain fog? I do. I get brain fog. Sometimes I can't think of the words that I need to say. It's just terrible. But when I get those headaches, it feels like I cannot think or process anything. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. So it's just things we have to deal with lupus. Luna's tripping, y'all. And it just frustrated me. Sometimes I get so frustrated. When I was first newly diagnosed with lupus, I would just cry because I feel so bad that I can't do the things that I used to do or be with my family like I want to be. It's frustrating. Now they get so angry, and not myself, but just angry at the fact that the lupus can be so debilitating to our bodies, and it just makes you feel like I just feel horrible. And I don't know. But just do what you have to do just to stay healthy and take care of yourself and just try to live the best life. And the thing about with lupus, my mom's mother passed away with lupus. Some of you who have not heard that story, my mom passed away with lupus. My mom was 10 years old when her mom passed away. I think my grandmother was maybe 29, 30, maybe. She was maybe 30, 31. Because my mom was 10, and she passed away. Like say my mom was 10, she left behind 4 little girls. The oldest one was maybe 14, I think, and the youngest was 7. So she left behind 4 young girls to be raised by her great-grandfather. I think her great-grandfather. He would have been my great-great-grandfather. He's my mother's great-grandfather. However it is, that's who raised my mom and her sisters. Because my mom mother, her mom passed away at a young age. So we're trying to see if she had lupus too, because on my mom's side of the family, there's a lot of lupus on that side of the family. And it's we're just trying to figure out, it's like a family history of lupus or whatever. And on my dad's side, I had two cousins on my dad's side who passed young. They were young, passed away with lupus. I had a boy cousin passed away a year and a half ago with lupus. Yes, yeah, it's frustrating. I have to watch my daughters too, because my youngest daughter has Raynaud's, where she had to deal with her the coldness. Your dad had what they found out 6 months before my dad passed. He had, oh wow, oh sorry, hear that, Felicia. That's why it's so frustrating. I used to watch this other YouTuber. Is it Asha? ASHA. She passed away sometime last year. It hadn't been quite a year, I don't think. I used to watch her video. And it hurts me because I watch and I began to see her as her health had begun to decline, and I just hadn't seen her on YouTube and find out that she had passed away. It just so so sad. So that's sad. But they have other immune disease. Yeah. I think it's like if they don't have lupus, they may have other issues with lupus. Not lupus, other autoimmune disease. Where this can be Graves' disease. What's that when the bowel, Crohn's disease? That's an autoimmune. Crohn's disease. Sarcoidosis. That's an autoimmune. Fibro. What other autoimmune? MS. I say Raynaud's. There's a lot of I got diagnosed. The official diagnosis was in 2014, May of 2014. But my initial, I used to be a sickly child anyway. But when I started really feeling bad was in like the end of 2013. But I had always been sick as a child, aches, hurting as a child. But my mom would take me to the doctor, and they would all tell my mom that it was growing pain. But now I realized I probably had lupus way back then and didn't realize. I don't know. Oh, wow. 1996. Wow. Are you on a lot of medications? Sorry, my back is itching. Y'all scratching. Are you on a lot of medications? And some people that are out there with lupus, I see them. They are on chemotherapy. Oh, my gosh. That's sad. Just sad. And sometimes you just go to the doctor and they just look at you like, why are you here? Because I'm sick, because I don't feel well. No, are you serious? I'm going to go ahead and open this door for Luna before she has a fit. You take chemo pills. Oh my gosh. Hold for a second, y'all. Get scram. Hit the road. Let Luna out because she's gonna sit here and whine. But and she back, y'all.
Who let you in here? Hey, I'm alive. Hey guys.
She's 20. Does she look like she's 20? Luna. I'm sorry. She may be loud. I refuse the infusion intravenously. Wow, yeah. So even with the pills, the side effects the same as if you did IV? Oh, thank you.
What'd you say?
Bye, Luna. But yeah, so she's my 20-year-old. She has Raynaud's. So her little fingers and toes turn blue or purple, and her hand always cold.
Always cold. It's a fun party trick.
She looks young. Yeah, she does. She look like she's 12. She's tiny.
I'm really tiny. I'm like 5 feet.
She said she's tiny. But yeah. Oh yeah, she said, "Hey y'all, Mo Rose, hi. How are you? Welcome.
Say hi,
Thank
Luna.
you. Say you're beautiful. Thank you.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's I call my flower child. She's my flower baby. Not as harsh until get used to it. Oh, yeah. And there's another medication that they prescribe to a lot of lupus patients. Is it Sept? What is that? Something Sept. I don't know. But I know they prescribe. Thank you. It's beautiful. Thank you. And of course, you see our fur baby. Yeah, that's it. Cell. Yeah. Are you on that too, Felicia? What's that? If the airplanes are bothering you all, just let me know. I will close my window. But I'm just trying to get some fresh air in here tonight. But yeah, I hear a lot of people have some not so good things to say about the cell. All right, now. But that's what you take. That's what I take. I get tired of being on steroids. Yeah, you know what? My doctor she refuses to put me on steroids. I'm on my third rheumatologist, by the way. My first rheumatologist, he was a patient of mine because I worked in the urologist's office. But he was my first rheumatologist because when I first got diagnosed, I had to go see somebody. But he didn't know much, I don't think, about lupus, but he was like he was like 60. So he pretty much, I don't think he was pretty much study up on lupus and all of it. So I found another rheumatologist that I really, really like. But the reason why I'm my third rheumatologist because I moved about 80 miles away from my other rheumatologist, so I had to find someone that's closer. And the one I have now, she doesn't want to put me on any steroids because I always kept some steroids on hand just in case if I ever felt like I needed some, I just take like a week's worth. But my rheumatologist this time, she's like, no, ma'am. Oh. So are you actively looking now for another rheumatologist? Because it's hard. Like once you find a good doctor, it's hard to leave them. I would travel 80 miles back to see my rheumatologist, but I feel that with something like lupus, you have to have a doctor that's at least close to you. So this case you have like an emergency, you can always get to them. I cried. Yeah. So that's why I found another rheumatologist like downtown Atlanta. The only thing I hate about it, traffic. Okay. Traffic is terrible. Oh my gosh. But that's the only reason why I had to find another rheumatologist, but he put me for doctor transition 2 years. Okay, well that's good. That's good. Oh, you in the ATL too, Felicia? Hello. How you doing? So you probably, if you hear those airplanes, you probably already know about Hartsville, Atlanta Airport. So that's what I do. My rheumatologist is in the Piedmont group here in Atlanta. So do y'all have anything? No, I don't use Emory. For one, it takes a while to get in Emory. Prepare me to advocate for myself in the doctor's office. You're welcome. That's right. I'm always like this. Do your research on lupus. Always study up. Write down questions. Write down some questions like that that you want to ask your doctor when you want to go in there, study, research. I'll tell you one thing. When I found out I had lupus, I was like, sometimes they say not to do Google. You know how to pick and choose what you need to pick and choose for your health. But I was like on Google. I was reading up articles. I was looking up doctors. I was doing studies. I actually even was like going to sign myself up to do, I don't want to say like a case study or something because I want to know what's going on. Oh yeah, Piedmont Group, Howell Mill, 75. But I make sure you do your research and know what know what it is because no one knows yourself like you do. You know what bothers you. You know how you are feeling. Even though we do have our doctors, but we know what it is that we need to do to take care of ourselves. And I'm like, do what you have to do to take care of yourselves. And, because I have to be able to take care of my family. And so I have to be in a good health myself. Yes, do your research. Even on the medication, before you take any medications that they give you, still know the side effects, read up on it. Men aren't interested in diagnosing me, so having info to press them will help. That's right. Because because if you go in there and they think you do not know, I'm not saying that, that's what the doctor's there for. They are there to help us. I'm not saying that we are doctors. Even, if we were doctors, we wouldn't be going to see them. But it's best to have some knowledge of what it is that you're dealing with. So when they talk to you about something, you can always say, okay, well, what about this? Or I am experiencing this. So then you have an idea, okay, we can work together. But, I wouldn't come off to them, cross them as if I'm trying to push myself, a pushy, a know-it-all patient. No, I don't do that. But I still, like to ask some questions so I can figure out, okay, what is going on? And if my doctor is not, I don't say treating me how I want to be treated or feel like I should be treated as a patient, because I know how I'm feeling. I know, then I would look into getting another doctor. Yeah, we are. That's right. Doctors, we are a team. We work together because they don't know what's going on. That's why they ask you, okay, what brings you in today? What symptoms are you having? So you can tell them why you're there, what symptoms you're having, so they can help you out with whatever it is that you're dealing with. And that's what I try to do with lupus. I try to research. I'm telling you, because I want to know. Because I know lupus sometimes even will affect your teeth. It affects. At one point, I was having issues with very bad nightmares. But it was like last year. Was it last year in November? I was having issues. I was having spasms in my my jaw here. And I had to start getting Botox injections in my jaw muscle. When I tell you that was the worst thing, that was the worst, y'all. I was so sick. I mean, on both sides. It felt as if my entire face would just want to fall off. I was to the point, y'all, that I was willing to get every tooth in my mouth pulled out. That's how bad I was. It felt. Just imagine you having a cramp, a muscle spasm in your face, in your jaw. I mean, it felt as if I was to that point that I didn't care. I would rather wear dentures than to deal with what I was dealing with. That's how bad it was. I mean, I would just cry. I was crying to the point that I was like on my steps. Luna, she would come up there and sit right beside me because she knew that I was suffering. I just couldn't even talk. I felt so bad. So I started getting Botox injections. I get them every 6 months. I think it's time for me to get it done because when I was getting the Botox injection, I was not having headaches. So I think it's time, even though I know Botox is botulinum and it's poison that we put in our face, but I just get my injection. I would have to get 20 units in each jaw. She would usually inject me right here. I'll get 20 in each side. And I would feel a whole lot better. Thankfully, I have not. I have not. Oh, you're back. Hey, Felicia, welcome back. But I have not had that issue. But I think that it's time for me to get my injection because I also I think I grind my teeth at night too. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm like so over it. But I keep pressing on because I gotta like there's a lot of stuff that I need to get done around here. I still have more purpose in my life that I need to do. I need to get done. So I got to just do what I gotta do. And I want y'all to do what y'all have to do too. To stay healthy. Luna, don't start. She hears I'm in the country, so she hear all these crickets and critters outside and a dog barking. But so do y'all have anything fun scheduled for this week? Since I know it's 4th of July, for those of you all who want to celebrate it, what are y'all doing? Are y'all going anywhere? Have any fun trips planned? Yep. Keep pressing forward. That's all you can do. My motto is, this too shall pass. I always say that to myself, right? This too shall pass. Like, come on, get together. My name is Kenya, but God will have frugalistic people. But my name is Kenya. I'm like, all right, Kenya, get yourself together, girl. This too shall pass. Oh, family, yeah. Usually, like July 4th is like family reunions time. My mom asked me what we're doing this week. Nothing. I'm still trying to recuperate from New York. It seems like I'm not saying I overdid myself, but I'm tired. So to keep me from getting in a flare up, I try. Hello, Sonia. So church youth convention. Oh, cool. So I try not to overdo it, because if I overdo it or overexert myself, I'm gonna be sick. Oh, working at home. Oh, fun. Get it done, girl. And I didn't just don't overdo it. Also, if y'all are out there in the sun, sunscreen, y'all, okay? Sunscreen. Protect your skin. Because this is so funny about we have vitamin, with the sun, with the vitamin D, if we out in the sun, we get sick. If we don't have vitamin D, we get sick. I'm like, what to do? Ugh. Yeah, if I can tell if I'm out in the sun, if I've had too much sun exposure, I would have a fever for sure that night. I would have a fever. And how many of y'all have also have heard of what's it called? Well, they say chicken skin, but they call it's keratosis pilaris. Do any of y'all have that? I think it's keratosis pilaris. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's where you have you rub against your skin. It feels as if like a lot of bumps. Usually like here, because I have it. I have a lot of bumps here. They're like on your arm, like real rough on your legs. I haven't. So I messed around, y'all, and got a tattoo on my shoulder. And I did not do my research. I didn't do my research before I got this tattoo. I got a tattoo on my shoulder of a sunflower because I had shoulder surgery. And so I wanted to cover up my scar. So I got a sunflower like right here on my shoulder. Do y'all know I got a rash right over my tattoo? So that's why I'm going to Marcia dermatologist for a follow-up. He had given me some steroid cream, but it has not helped. But I did not realize that if you have keratosis pilaris / chicken skins, they want to call it. What it is, I think it's your is it your keratin and your follicles in your hair, whatever, it gets clogged or whatever. So by me getting a tattoo, it irritated bad. So I have a rash. Yeah, I probably can't see it, but you don't have it. Yeah, I just have two small. Well, this one, another one. See, this one I had my shoulder surgery right there. I had this where they did I got like a little keloid right there. Never had any skin irritation. Sorry to hear. this one, no, because I had one before and I haven't had no irritation. So I'm going to see tomorrow. So this right here, I had like this an incision I had for my surgery. I had an incision there, incision there. There's another incision. I had like 4 or 5 incisions for my shoulder surgery. So, I wanted to get a tattoo to try to cover it up. But see, I did get this tattoo a week before I went to Hawaii. But I didn't get in any water. I made sure I covered up. I didn't really expose my skin. But I'm not sure. But if y'all can see, if y'all don't mind, can I show y'all? This is like my see? Can you see those bumps? Y'all, I feel bad. Really? Was it because you got lupus? So my first tattoo, I wasn't diagnosed with lupus, and it's perfectly fine. But this one here, look at there. See those bumps? And they itch a little bit, but this one here is like really raised here. So like I said, I go see my dermatologist tomorrow for a follow-up appointment. And I really feel bad. I thought I would have a cute tattoo, y'all. I got irritated. So if I'm allergic to the ink or what. But I do have like some of those bumps here. You can't see it because of my camera, but I do have some irritation like on my skin. So I assume with that's there, I should have never gotten it here. But so why are your doctors against tattoos, Laura? Oh, excuse me, Felicia. Wow, that's true. They said they didn't want to take chances due to. That's true. I never. And see, I'm telling you all, do research. I didn't even do research about my tattoo. I did. I looked afterwards. Yes. If you can find whatever it is you can healing serum, please let me know, because he gave me some this huge container of supposed to be like steroids cream. It has not helped, and I've been on it. Been 6 weeks. Yeah, about 7 weeks. So now I'm going for a follow-up tomorrow morning to see what he wants to say. He said he said hopefully I'm not allergic to the ink, but it I don't know. But my entire tattoo is not irritated, just certain parts. So I'm frustrated about that, but this too shall pass. So I hope that it gets better. I never thought about that. Shay Margaret has a wonderful scar healing, or if it's just a scar, it should help. I hope it. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's well. I don't know where it is to tell the truth. I'm just so frustrated because, like, sometimes it's like if I can, I'm afraid to scratch it, like actually scratch it, because it'd be like, ouch, if I do that, because I can tell like one part of it is really irritated. So I'm going to try Shea Maker. I might make sure I read Shea Maker. I remember that. But if you all have any idea out there what I can put on it or use that is natural, holistic, please send me a message and let me know, because I got to get this taken care of. Just I'm so frustrated. I know. So what I do, I try not to scratch it. If I do, I may pat it like this, or either I get this like my fingers and scratch like this. No, I haven't had shingles, but I've had chicken pox when I was younger, but I haven't had shingles. Oh my gosh. Shingles. Nope, have not. I have shingles can be kind of rough on you too. My mom had shingles, but I think I don't know how true it is. They say shingles is like an adult chicken pox. Is that true? Because I've had chicken pox. I had measles. I have all of the childhood diseases. Yeah, I hear they hurt. But these really don't hurt. They just like sometimes can itch. The only one that's really aggravated is the one that's like right here. This one really hurts. Not really hurt, just really irritating. So you can see where it's kind of wept up there. I can feel like it's raised. But this is the one right here that really bothers me. It's supposed to be smooth, but right there. You see it, y'all? I know it looks disgusting. I'm just gonna put it down. But I hope I can look at it tomorrow and maybe tell me what I need to do, what he think it is, because I was actually thinking about tea tree oil. What do you think about that? Have you heard anything? I know tea tree oil is pretty good. So I'm actually thinking about that. Well, first I'm going to see him tomorrow, see what he has to say, and then I may read up and use tea tree oil. I got chicken pox grown and they stay inside, which brought out. Oh, really? Wow. Oh my goodness. I think one or two things I know started that actually brought my lupus to like a full flare up was, of course, I had the injection of the antibiotics, and two, I had a stressful situation happen to one of my children, and that situation, I was so upset and so angry that's just the stress from that really, I think, caused me to go into a full blown lupus crisis. My oldest daughter, she was assaulted, and just from that alone had me so stressed because she was in college, and it had me so stressed. I mean, I was so angry, I was so hurt from what happened to her. I think that's one of the reasons. Besides, I think the injection, all of that started happening around the same time. I really started feeling bad with the lupus. So I think the stress of that. Okay, yeah. I know I have coconut oil. Do I have some grapeseed? Yeah, I'm gonna mix with something. I think I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see what my doctor has to say tomorrow, and then I will see. I may just do some little research and make some type of ointment with tea tree oil and see if that helps. Because it's going on, like I got it a week before I went to Hawaii. And while I was in Hawaii, I did notice it was like so itchy while I was over there. I didn't scratch, but I was just like rubbing a little bit. That part was itchy. But then when I got back home, I noticed the bumps and things like that. But that's why I say try to remain stress free if you can, because stress can trigger a lupus flare up. It really can. I mean, there's so much. You have to be careful about everything, about what you eat. Yes, no stress. And I try not to be around a large group of people, a large crowd, because any little thing, like if someone can have a common cold. A common cold to us can be like pneumonia, because our immune system is already compromised and we can pick up the smallest thing. So that's why I try to refrain from large crowds. Even though when you're on an airplane, you have that recirculation of the same air for so many hours, you can easily catch something. You can just, if I'm I have some friends or family or whoever is in the hospital, I make sure I'm like wearing a mask. I love you all, but I cannot get sick, because what's sick to you can be like very detrimental to me and my health. So I have to be very careful. I just can't. I just can't not I'm sorry, my text messages are going. This is my cousin texting me. And I just try to remain stress free. Try to keep a positive attitude. I make sure I try to keep my appointments. I need to, y'all agree with me, say, all right, girl, stay away from chocolate chip cookies because they can be like, ooh, I love chocolate chip cookies, y'all. I do. I love cookies. I love chocolate pears. So I know they are not good for you. So that's one of the things that I really need to get a hold of. And I'm also cutting back on coffee. Yay. So I'm trying to do that. I just got to get myself together in regards to my health. Oh, I know. Cookies, y'all. Chocolate chip cookies. M&Ms. Oh my gosh. My daughter she got this. We went to New York. Can you see? These are M&Ms. Yeah, M&Ms. So we're not going to eat them. See, I put on here, don't eat. Can y'all see that? Y'all probably can't see it either because I can't. But I put on here, don't eat. And I'm going to make sure I got it right here on my desk. I'm not going to eat them. I have it taped up. Make sure I would not be eating them. Your eating right is so hard and it's so expensive. And it should be the other way around. If you want to eat healthy, it costs a lot of money. Yeah, tempting. But you have to, cause I had like a little garden in the backyard. I planted, I have sweet peppers. I have cherry tomatoes out there. I have zucchini. I also planted one watermelon vine, what you gonna call it. I'm not sure it's gonna harvest anything because it hadn't yet. So we'll see. So I got those out there in my backyard. I got like in a pot. And I am a country girl. I love to be outside. I love flowers. I love outdoors. But I just love to be out in the sun. But I know sun will make you sick. So I don't know. It's like, do if you do, you don't if you don't. But I just really enjoy where you get all of the energy, plant all that. Oh, in the evening, well, I actually have them like in pots in the back. My husband's supposed to be getting me this like a container, like a box made out of like wood or something, so I can make it bigger. But we'll see. I just do it in spurts. The energy that I have, first, my bed is my best friend. I love taking a nap. I have to rest. Not take a nap, just rest my eyes and rest my body. But I get out there and I just push myself. And sometimes I push myself too much to the point where like, oh my gosh, the next day I'm like super tired and I had to take it easy. So I have my days when I don't want to do anything. Like this past Saturday, I stayed in the house all day because I know I had been traveling all day Friday and my body was just tired. And yes. So I try to, separate my activities. And I have some family who are coming to town. I think they're coming in on the 11th. And and they are my family. One of my family, this group of family member here, they love to have fun. They love to go out, which I can't. I can't go out. I am like, okay, I'm almost 50 years old. I cannot be partying with y'all like this. I can hang out with cookouts and things like that, but me going out, staying out all night long, nope. One, my husband would be tripping if I did, and two, I would really be paying for it the next day. So I just can't. I cannot. And I just trying to save my energy so I can enjoy myself when they come. On the 11th. And I hadn't been, I do have one more trip, you guys. I have one more trip this summer, the end of August. I will be going to Bahamas on a cruise with all girls. Ooh, Felicia, when you said people can be draining. What's that? Oh Lord. Yes. I'm a firm believer that sometimes you have to just step away, regardless who it is, whether it's your friends, whether it's your family. You have to know how to step away. Now I can't say that enough. I totally believe that whenever I need time to myself and I feel myself get to a point where my stress level is keep getting higher and higher, I always step back. I seclude myself. Not really seclude myself, but I just try to go in my own zone in regards to getting myself together. So some people can drain your energy. Seriously, they can drain your energy. It's hard. It is hard. Yes, it is hard because sometimes the people that you have to distance yourself from, maybe like your loved ones, and it can be hard. But there's a way you can do that. That is a long time. I will go to the movies by myself. I will go out to lunch or brunch by myself just to sit to myself and enjoy myself. Because if not, I can't allow negative energy or other people's apostrophe S energy to get to me if not, because I can pick up on other people's energy and I can like feel when things are not going like it should be. Sometimes I can take that on myself and I don't need that. I want to be included, but yeah, I'm to that point now in my life. I got to enjoy myself. I got to enjoy myself for me. And I tell my family all the time, I got to make sure my mental stability and my health is where it needs to be because I have to take care of myself. Life is too short. Let me tell y'all something. I own 2 funeral homes, right? And I see a lot of people come in there that are deceased. They are young. I've been seeing a lot of young people recently. They are young. Of course, some older people too, but they are young. And I sit and look at the families, they are so upset. And I think to myself, like life is precious. Life is short. You have to enjoy yourself, enjoy life because you never know when it's your time. So you have to give it your all. Enjoy yourself like it's your last time enjoying yourself. And it doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to cost a lot. It doesn't have you have to spend a whole lot of money to enjoy yourself. It does not have to be that. You can just enjoy yourself by just sitting in your room with your eyes closed and just thinking about how good life is, how blessed you are. Just something like that, just to get yourself to have a healthy lifestyle. And it took a while for me to get to where I am now in regards to that, but I can't allow no one else's issues or problems, so to speak, affect me. Because I only get one life. We only get one. I only get one Kenya, one me. And just take care of yourself. Like I said, life is too short. Enjoy yourselves. My kids are grown. I raised my kids. They are grown. Now it's time for me. My husband and I, we enjoy ourselves. But if he doesn't want to, go have fun or go out to dinner or do something, I still got to have my own happiness. Oh, it's not. We have been together since we've been in the 10th grade. We are high school sweethearts since 10th grade. We're pretty much we grew up together. We're like sisters and brothers, so to speak. We just grew up together. Um, oh wow, you have an 11-year-old. Yeah, my kids are 26 and 20. They are grown. Yes, and they still live at home. But the oldest one, she said she'll get her apartment again. So we'll see. But yes, they still at home. And it just, I raised my children, and I believe I did the best I can do. And I'm still, I still worry about them. It seems like parents still worry about their adult children as if they're still small. You never stop worrying about your kids, but you have to know yourself. You have to know when to say enough is enough. You have to know when your body needs something, which is relaxation, quiet time. Whether like say, you're sitting by the water or reading a book, or look at me in here playing with all these stickers. Too much though, but something like that. And my husband may think, why you want to play with stickers? I can sit in here and play with these stickers all day because that's relaxing to me. I'm only child person. Yeah. But especially for those of you who have lupus and your children are smaller, more of the time, I really know that can be very stressful. So you have to take care of your children because they need you. This is why I say it's so important for you to take care of yourself so you can take care of them. Like, they need to be taken care of. And it probably say easier said than done because I wasn't diagnosed with lupus when my children were smaller. They were grown. So I didn't have to do that much. And for like, if I didn't feel like cooking, my kids can always pick themselves something to eat. A husband can cook for himself. It's something like that. But I still try to push myself to do for them, even to this day, because that's just who I am. I'm a type of person that I love to help other people. I try to help people all the time, but I actually need help sometimes myself. Because I don't know if you all heard of Reiki healing. I went to a Reiki healing where like heal your energy, and she told me that I have a tendency of giving out, which is so true, and I have a hard time receiving help, which is so true. But I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning to get myself together, figure out what works best for me. And my number one priority at this point in time in my life is me. And your main priority at this time right now is you. Make sure you are okay first, and then go out there and tackle the world. Give it your best to take care of yourself first, and everything else will fall into place. And this has been like over an hour. Ooh. So this is not bad for our first live. Yes, take time for yourself. It doesn't have to be a lot. If you just want to go to the store and get your ice cream, any me time, a nice hot shower, a nice warm hot bubble bath, whatever it is, just do a little something for yourself, because a little bit goes a long way. So you must take care of yourselves, my loopies. And it's getting late. What time is it, y'all? 10:23, almost 10:30. Oh, I've been here for an hour. Yay! I really enjoyed talking to you all. I did. I really enjoyed talking with y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you all so much. I'm going to do this more often because I enjoy talking to you all. Probably won't be tomorrow. What am I doing tomorrow? Oh, doctor's appointment. I may come on, if not tomorrow, if I do, maybe really quick to let you all know what my dermatologist decided to do and whether or not I decide to use tea tree oil on this over here. But if you all out there spying out something I can use or some suggestions out there, please let me know. Put it in the comment and let me know. Thank you. I appreciate you all so much. I want you all to have a great night. Have a peaceful sleep, peaceful rest tonight, and you all enjoy yourselves as much as you can. And I thank you all so much. And much love to y'all. Good night. Bye, y'all. Bye. Stay blessed.